Boy, I'm totally beat. Uh, thank God I got this energy drink here. I think what upset Lord Vader the most is that he knows how bad these energy drinks actually are for most people. Now, on top of having a lot of empty calories, this is 250 milliliters. It's not super huge, but it's got 53% of your daily sugar intake in it. So if you get two of these guys, you just more than 100% of your sugar intake, and that's bad to begin with, assuming you don't have a sugar sensitivity, which of itself, sugar is an addictive substance. I actually have an entire separate video just about sugar and the effects and how to try to break out of that habit. That's a compounding problem. Now, 110 calories in a small package, that also means that you're going to be taking in a lot of empty calorie without anything to offer you, and not a lot of hydration that goes with it. Just think, 110 calories for a pop. I'm from Pennsylvania, so I call it pop. Would be what, double the size of this? So at least you're getting a little bit more hydration out of it. Whereas black coffee, you don't put milk in it, you don't put sugar, you don't put cream, don't put anything like that. Black coffee is considered a 0 calorie beverage. Black coffee is actually considered a diet friendly beverage, whereas energy drinks are the polar opposite. You can switch into sugar-free energy drinks to at least get rid of the sugar aspect, which I actually covered the benefits of the sugar-free aspect later in this video when I talk about how to quit the addiction and break the habit. But you're still getting rid of one issue, but the rest will still remain. It's still going to be acidic. It's still going to stain your teeth. It's still going to cause damage to your kidneys. It's still going to likely cause heartburn. It's still going to discolor your teeth. And it's going to cause a whole slew of issues. Unfortunately, it's not uncommon for these to also be linked to heart issues and cardiac arrest and various other issues like that. When I was running with an ambulance company as an EMT years ago, my lead paramedic, he was 27 years old at the time. He ended up having a massive heart attack because he was pounding energy drinks all day. Because figure, when you're working pre-medical, pre-hospital medical, you're going to be running all the time, 24-hour shift rotating. You're going to need something to keep you awake. So be very careful with how many energy drinks you take in. Here's the question. Do you just like the flavor of them and do you like the taste in general? Or do you have an addiction or something you think might otherwise just be a problem? Now, you have an addiction to it, and this is common, unfortunately, among most of the addictive substances, whether it's illegal illicit substances, caffeine, or just simple sodas and pops and whatnot, is they share some commonplace. If you get in a foul mood or you physically/emotionally change when you don't have your fix, whether it's again an energy drink, a cigarette, or something of that sort, that's an addiction. If you will do anything possible to get more of it and experience it, that's an addiction. If you will go and just be generally crappy to people you don't know when you don't have it, that's an addiction. If you're watching this video, you likely already know that there's a problem, hence be taking your time to watch said video. Now, there's a few ways you can quit doing this, and I'll be going over those shortly. But first, you have to know what you can expect coming through here. But just know that you will be going through withdrawals should you be cutting out energy drinks and caffeine just as a whole. Just know they're worth it compared to what the alternative would be if you don't quit on them. And it's not going to be an easy path because it's just like breaking any other addiction. Coffee, tea, soda/pop, however you prefer to call it. As soon as you quit getting that caffeine buzz, your brain doesn't like it very much. It's not gonna be too happy with you. You can expect to experience some dizziness or lightheadedness, fatigue, headache. I've actually got a little bit of a headache right now, and I've been pounding energy drinks left and right all day, just not maybe quite as much as I normally do. So I'm going through some caffeine withdrawal, irritability. The meme of "Don't talk to me before I've had my coffee" type deal is actually a real thing. Mental fogginess, nausea, vomiting, extreme cases. I've never personally experienced that myself, luckily. And negative mood, which can also toggle into the whole "don't talk to me before I've had my caffeine." So then here's the golden question. How can one break out of that box of the caffeine addiction, whether it's coffee, tea, soda pop, whatever you want to go, whatever your method is for taking it in? You'll have to deal with the withdrawal symptoms, like I said, the dizziness, fatigue, headache, irritability, fatigue, nausea, vomiting, maybe, and negative mood. But it's better than drop it at work or drop it at your normal daily life from a heart attack or a heart issue, right? Easiest way to do it is don't cut cold turkey. A lot of guys and girls are able to. I'm personally not one of them, and a lot still doesn't mean majority. Now, if you'll notice in a lot of these, Like this one, it says 53% added sugars. Sugar in and of itself is an addictive substance. So the way I was able to really cut down a lot, 'cause I still do drink a few of them, but I'm more mindful of it now. The way you can cut down is first gradually do it. Switch down to sugar free. That'll take out one of the major addictive substances to it, which is the sugar, and it'll slow down a lot of the damage. Now, a lot of people luckily don't like the taste of sugar free, so that'll be less motivating to your reward centers in your brain to be getting them. If you have an addiction you feel you need to take care of, you'll still get them. That's why you're watching this video, is because you feel you might have a problem with it, but you won't enjoy it as much, which is a good start. So you'll cut out the first addictive substance with the sugar. You'll be reducing the physical enjoyment of it. So it'll be much easier to reduce it from there. And when you get to the sugar-free ones, you can expect from going to, 110 to 250 calories down to 0 to maybe 50, depending on the brand you like to do. That's a good start. And from there, just kind of start tapering it down. Now, with pops and sodas, Mountain Dew is a big one that's actually going to be getting its own video, just because I've known several people who all they drink is Mountain Dew in a day. Because that, in and of itself, is an addiction, and I don't really understand that, so I'll have to do more research before I release a video on that. But just switch over to stuff with less addictive substances in. First, minimize the sugar, then minimize the amount, and just gradually taper yourself off. You're going to experience withdrawal symptoms. It's going to suck, but you're going to have to go through them. Now, once you think you're ready to start getting off the energy drinks themselves, maybe then switch into black coffee. And if you don't like the taste of that, too bad, drink that instead of the energy drinks. And if you don't like it, but drink that anyways, it'll taper you off from that, and it'll just be just tapering it down. Not unlike how guys and girls that smoke cigarettes eventually go into chew, and then they just cut down from there, and then they just, before you know it, they're totally off their nicotine. It's the same thing. Now, if you feel this video has been helpful, leave a like, subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment. This is something that actually means quite a lot to me personally, having a background in fire and EMS. I've caught myself with this issue a lot, and I don't want to have anybody dealing with the same issues I've had to deal with because of it.